just because someone wants access to you doesn't mean that they deserve access to you. And this message is for my women out there. And I know men can resonate with this too, so you can receive this, but this is specifically going to be talking to the women who are used to giving their life force energy to people, men, family members, work, friendships, in a way that you're feeling like you need to prove yourself. We're trained as women to try to prove our worth. And again, men have this too. But in these cycles of proving our worth, that we have all of this to give, that our energy is valuable, and so I have to overgive in order to be received and loved by life. But everyone can relate to this issue. Why do I know this? Because over the past 5.5 years, the thousands of clients that I have worked with in person and online with healing wounds, emotional wounds, and childhood wounds, every one of them had a form of people pleasing. So that's why I talk about it so much on my channel, is to help you get out of people pleasing. But really understanding why you're people pleasing and what's underneath there helps you be free from these cycles, because people are not entitled to your energy, and there are ways that you are leaking energetically to those around you without you even realizing, and you're staying in these cycles of giving so much and being this teacher and leader and guide and empath for the ones you love because you're used to that, but it's really taking away from the energy that you could be funneling into what you want to choose, right? There's a difference between choosing to put your energy into someone or something because you desire to, and then there's the obligation that if you don't do it, you won't be good enough, that you won't be loved, that you won't receive. So I want to dive into all these layers to help you let go of this so that you can come into your power, so that you can come into your confidence and really discern and decide what is worth your time, even the subtleties, so that you can funnel it towards your creative projects, to your dreams, to your soul evolution, because the world needs you here. So please like and subscribe. That was a long intro. My name is Grace Moralia. Also, if you would please like and subscribe, that would be my ask to support this channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to comment what your thoughts are, I'll respond to your comments so that I can feel you and feel your heart and feel you in this space with me, what you receive from this transmission. I specialize in 2 things, so I'm gonna give this description for people who are interested, okay? Bear with me. Some people are not here to learn about my services, but I want to share for those who want this up level and these upgrades that I have to share. I specialize in trauma and subconscious healing. I also am now open to feminine-led mentorship, which is stepping into your soul-led business and sharing your gifts and releasing things like imposter syndrome or old belief systems that keep you from living this soft girl life. So I've created a business and lifestyle. They're both connected. Business and lifestyle and healing work and soul alignment, all of that is connected. So I have those 2 branches I'm focusing on sharing. And I live the soft girl life. I get to wake up when I want to. I don't take clients until 12. I get to focus on my body and my healing. And I've created my life this way, fully resourced from my YouTube. And I created this from my strategies that I share in my business program for women. You can read about it below, and this is for you if you want to get out of the hustle culture and heal yourself and really share your soul-aligned gifts. I also offer trauma and subconscious healing for people who want to get to the root of their blocks and limiting beliefs. So that could be from childhood or past lives or lineage issues, just things blocking you from being the version of you that you want to be, so that you can be that leader and share your gifts, and So both of those are linked below. If you're interested, you can also sign up for a free call on my website when you check out those pages. So yes, if you feel drawn, I am calling you forward. So let's talk about it. Ooh. There are so many subtleties for us and what we're taught about what it means to be a good person and what it means to be accepted. And we're coming into a time where your energetic sovereignty is absolutely paramount for where you're going. So not allowing the same patterns to replay, not allowing, these relationship dynamics from your family or from your work or your lovers to take from you. And you might feel like, I have to give. And I really want you to notice where you're giving from. If you're giving from a sense of, I have to do this because, and that's an energy. You might not have that thought process, but the energy of, I have to give this because, this force energy, this I will be loved when energy, is taking from you and is operating from a deeper pattern. So we always want to notice what these deeper patterns are. And to me, that sounds like it's trying to find worthiness in people, in situations, feeling validated. And as women, this comes down to the relationship with the masculine, when we feel like we gain our worth from the masculine. And really, we are sovereign beings who have our own evolution, gifts, right to thrive and be who we are. And it wouldn't matter who is there because we still are who we are. There's nobody who can grant you power or take it away unless you allow it to be so. So if you're finding yourself in your life where you feel like things are happening to you and relationships are happening to you and you're being abused or left or forgotten, there's something underneath the patterns that you're playing out and the relationships that you're playing out that wants to be seen and held, and it most likely is a childhood aspect of you that is seeking to be loved and received because they never were. Of course, this endless healing spiral goes deeper and deeper and deeper into who you are. And so we come back around to the same patterns and the same woundings to get deeper truths, to access deeper truths. And so if you find yourself repeating these patterns in your relationships or life of overgiving or seeking worthiness, even if it's subtle, even if you feel empowered already, you're still dealing with that, then we have to look at the part that's running the show and hold compassion for the part. This childhood generational thing that says I'm not worthy enough as I am is there within most of us. I'm not worthy as I am. I have to step outside of myself to get love. I have to keep being here, doing this, being this, because we're used to pain, we're used to struggling. And that is the story of the subconscious, right? Pain, struggling, strife, to make things work instead of being it. The power of healing work that I live by and I receive all of my up levels from, all of my abundance from. Abundance of life, my living situation, my relationships, my financial situation, the clients that come to me. Every up level I receive is when I go deeper into the body and heal more and more these core woundings. And many people think they did heal, but there's still these things playing out, right? If you still have this stuckness or addiction or proving your worth or feeling lost or just feeling stuck, you might not even know what it is. That's a call to go deeper into this shadow healing work. And for me, All of my up levels come from that because this is so deep in there for us that we need to realize who we are beyond these patterns, which is this eternal being that gets to create life from alignment and choice and sovereignty, energetic sovereignty. But you're only going to know that when you heal. You're only going to know that when you let go of these old roles and patternings. So these roles and patternings that you're in, you have to see them for what they are. You have to detach from them and say, I don't want to be this anymore. I see that my life is showing me this cycle. And you know what? If it's showing me this cycle, what in me is it showing me? What is it showing me that I need to do, that I need to heal, that I need to become for me to level up from this version? This level up version is waiting for you in your core, in your heart, in your womb, in your body, in your intuition. It's been suppressed, but you deserve your power and energy in all ways, and in any way that it feels wrong for you to do something, to show up a certain way. You need to be real with that. Because you could feel mostly whole, but there are still ways you're fragmenting, and you need to look at what ways those are so that you can restore balance with your purpose, with your highest self that is living in purity already. You are pure, strong, important. You have a soul signature that when you do your healing work as foundation, you work to clear your woundings in your subconscious, and then you show up and you share your gifts and you lead your life from your true desires and gifts. That is your highest blueprint. They merge together. There's no difference between soul-led business and healing work. They are connected and they are important because you're not meant to be a matrix rat and hustle and grind. You're meant to create something that feels right for you. So I promise you that if you're struggling with your energy and energetic boundaries and your sensitivity and overgiving, it's time to see why. Ask yourself these deeper whys. If you can get into that core root that says, I'm not good enough unless I give, you're on the root of it and you can shift it from that awareness, but you have to bring awareness to it. So I hope this helped you get clarity, but I really just want you to walk away from this video with greater discernment in what deserves your time. And notice when you're moving from obligation, because that's energy leaking that translates into money, health, time, dreams. You're funneling it towards what and why, when really your true responsibility is yourself, following your intuition, following your life path, creating a life that matters to you. And of course, if you're drawn to my services, hit me up for a free consultation. Check out the pages below, see if they resonate and call to you and feel supportive for this next level of yourself. And I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon.